Action, Tim, ready to go. Let's go, Tim. Ready to go. Are you ready? Engines on.
I'm coming through today. It's very handy, this ramp. I can come straight down.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yes.
You ready, are we?
Get the technology in there, Tim. Away you go.
We'll go up this way, we'll go up the, yes, up Hunt Street. Follow me.
Which way are we going?
We're going up Hunt Street.
Which country?
I want to go to the post office.
Okay, let's do it.
We left them behind, have we?
What?
We left them behind.
You were going too fast. You can go faster than me.
We can't get up there, so we'll have to go up the road and come back.
I should wear my high-vis jacket.
Yeah. Right, right each way, okay.
Okay, Tim. Hit it.
Now this used to be Miss Brent's little shop. She built a little shop. Miss Moore and Miss Brent lived together in that house, but Miss Brent built a little lolly shop. Now she had elastic and all those sort of things, you know, that women use for repairing things, and haberdashery and a little library on the back. And she had a main thing that interests me, all of us, was she had the lolly shop. She had these jars of lollies in there, and we used to come along and get threepence or sixpence worth of lollies in a bag. You'd remember that?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, they was quite, and there were a lot of poor children in Glenbrook in those days, and we used to share our lollies up with those kids. But Miss Brent was very nice with the very kind to the children. She looked after them, and she'd go to a lot of trouble to get out what you wanted. You could get a bag of liquid all sorts, or liquid blocks, or caramels, whatever you wanted. You get, or other than that, but you usually got a bulk bag of something. As you know, in the old days they weighed up the sugar and the butter and everything was weighed up. Everything was weighed up individually out of bulk. There was nothing like we've got today with everything in the supermarket all packed up. You went into the grocery shop and you got sugar, and they weighed into a bag and weighed it for you, and then you were sort of pound of sugar or what it was, and they took it out of the flour or what it was, that sort of thing. Now then without going into a lot of detail, they had a bit of a run-in for some reason. Miss Moore and what's her name? They had a fight, and Miss Moore moved up here and built this post office here, this building here next door we go to next. She built that and moved the post office up there. Now the original post office, of course, was all the mail came through the railway station, and the station master down here at the Zigzag Railway handled all the mail, but he, of course, he asked for more money, and in the old days they used to give you as much as you'd prepared to do, and pay you as little as they could, but he wanted more money, so they eventually Miss Moore came along in 1911 and started the post office. Now, as you know, the post office in those days were everything was done through phones, and if you were coming to Glenbrook to stay with your relatives, you send them a telegram, which came there and into the telephone office, and here Miss Boy would write out the message, and then someone would come along, the telegram boy would be called up and he'd get on his bike and take it around to wherever it had to go. Then of course eventually the young Miss Moore retired. She had to retire at the end, and a young fella took it over. Don Hodgins took over the post office, and he ran it here for a while, then he moved it round to Ross Street and built it. I don't know whether the post office built the Australia Post built the building or he built it, I'm not sure now, but he finished up with the post office around there, and then he left to go to Hammondville to run a post office there, and the postmaster, Australia Post put in a postmaster in here. He was there for a while. Then of course eventually the idea came to the post office, got the idea of having post office agencies all over the place. They wouldn't have a post office, so they made an agency up here at the newsagent. It's been there ever since. That's the story of the post office.
Say that again. Story of the post. Hang on. Okay.
That's the as much as I can tell you. There's a lot more to it, but it takes a fair while to go through it. Now we go up and have a look at the post office for a minute.
Hang on, I'm trying to get some shots of this. I've got the sun right in front of me. It's awkward. So was up the lane, wasn't it?
It's all stuff we
Just
didn't
up
know.
here.
Huh?
All stuff we didn't know. Now, would you like me to help you push back?
We're
or-
just going up
Yeah,
the post office up here.
Yeah.
Hang up, mate.
Just do the history of the post office.
What's that?
Giving some of the history of the old post office.
Post office? Yeah. Used to be here, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. What about that little building there? Was it ever in there?
that was Miss Brent's lolly shop.
When I came here, it was a doctor's surgery.
Yeah.
I think Robinson was in there, wasn't he?
Well, the two ladies lived in the house on the corner and ran a post office. Miss Moore started the post office in the corner
The
place.
corner, and then it moved over here.
And then they had a bit of a fight about something, I don't know what the internal fight was about, but Miss Moore built this and Miss Brent stayed in a little lolly shop. That's all I know. I've been here 85 years, that's all I know as a kid.
That was doctor's surgery?
Hmm?
It was a doctor's surgery, you remember that? Do you remember when it was a doctor's surgery, that little building there?
Oh yeah, I know, it's been everything, been a lot of different things.
So was it ever the post office as well, that little one?
No, that was never a post office.
No.
That was a lolly, Miss Brent's lolly shop.
Yeah.
She sold actually sold elastic and lace and all that sort of haberdashery to women of the town, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I remember when I was a kid going in here, that was the front counter there in that building. Just there, on the post office.
Yeah. We used to go there from school and get the mail before we went home.
Yeah. So how long was it the post office for you? How long do you reckon this one was the post office?
From 1911 to 19... well, it was, yeah, Don Hodgins took it over, then Don moved down to Hammondville, and she sold it to Don, and he was there for a few years. Then he went to Hammondville, and then after he moved from here, he closed us up and moved round into Ross Street.
Yeah.
Built that post office down
Would
there.
that have been about 1970 or
Yeah,
yeah, maybe a bit earlier?
it was a long time, man.
So 1911 here. 1911.
When I went to school in up to 1938 or 39, 40, and it was still here, the post office.
So before that was there, well, what year would it have started over there? About 1900, would it?
Hmm?
On the corner, what year would it have been?
Oh, that was when she first came here. I'm not sure I've got it written. I've got the whole story around at the museum, but
Maybe in the historical
I got it in the museum over here,
I'll
but
have to come and have a look next time, yeah.
yeah,
We were just talking about it the other day.
yeah.
And then after that it was the
wanted me to come around and do a bit of this with a few disabled people, but they only got one starter.
Have a what? You've only got what?
I don't know what's going on. They don't come up here.
What do you need to get up here? Or?
No, well, I don't need to. I just wanted to get up.
Yeah.
This is a camera there. They rigged a camera up here to go into there.
Oh, yeah, right.
You're on camera now.
Oh, good. Put on video? Hey?
Yeah, on DVD.
Hey, what's that?
It goes on to what's it they call it? Pod. Goes on the pod broadcast.
What is it? Are you recording now?
Yeah, well, everything you and I have been saying goes in there. I don't know how to turn it off. I haven't turned it off yet. I've been waiting for Dennis and Peter to come up and turn it off, but they haven't come up. They seem to be having trouble with their lady's goat cart down there. I just got off the road here out of the way.
Okay, I've got to go and do some medical work. Okay? I'll see you later.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we're not doing any harm. We're just, you know what it is. What it is.
Do what you need to do, mate. Yeah.
Get on the load and
We'll just leave it for.
takes 20 minutes to get going again.
Yeah,
But that's what they told me about this.
yeah. There's got to be a cutout, see?
Yeah,
When the motor gets an overcurrent, it
yeah.
automatically cuts out.
When you hit that, it probably like it's power.
Push it over towards the curb.
Okay.
No, there's that, they have cutouts on them.
20 minutes.
No. We're just going to see it's going to cool down.
You better turn the camera off, eh?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. You've got to have a control of Keith's cameras. You just can't leave them run all the time because you take so much useless stuff.
Yeah.
You're now being filmed, and we'll just put it together. We'll cut it then. So,
She's taking her home to Blackstone.
yeah, it's taking her home to Blackstone. I'm going to wheel it to my house, the trolley to my house. I'm going to wheel that trolley to my house, and then we're going to just think tank on how to fix it.
Someone's coming.
No one's coming here. No one's coming here.
No, to your place.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. So, are you okay to go home, or
Yeah.
do you want someone to go home with you?
No, I'm right.
Okay, so you're doing, and the camera's rolling. It'll take half an hour shot. So it's all okay. So Tim, I'll slowly get it moving.